Alrighty guys, we're back for some red mid-range, and this is a standard build. We're going to go ahead and go over the deck, then hop into some normal play mode where the fun is, right? Although, that being said, this deck very well might be good enough for ranked, especially if you're going up against a lot of creature-heavy builds, right? But I don't know, we'll see. Guys, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm Redcat, and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Additionally, guys, we do got that sub goal set all the way up at 1,000, so if you want to help us reach that goal, do consider subscribing because it is much appreciated, friends. Okay, let's go over the deck. What do we got? We got 2 Play with Fires, 2 Spikefield Hazards, and a Light Up the Stage. So I'm going to move the Spikefield Hazard into the mana base because it is potential land, right? We got 2 Abrade and 2 Shatterskull Smashing. Same thing, going to move that into the mana. We got a couple Crush the Weak, a couple Demon Bolts. So cards that we kind of want to foretell on 2, right? So I'm going to move these right here with the Abrade, as on turn 2, we're often going to be foretelling these, right? If we have them. We have 4 Fable of the Mirror Breakers, 2 Igneous Inspirations, as well as a Lesson sideboard over here. We got 2 Environmental Sciences, Start from Scratch, Expanded Anatomy, Illuminate History, Introduction to Annihilation, and a Mascot Exhibition. Something to note over here, guys, instead of the second Environmental Sciences, if you have the second Mascot Exhibition, you might want to add that instead. So I actually don't have 2 mascots, and I do think 2 Environmental Sciences could be handy. The life gain's good, and thinning out the deck in later matches does seem worth it. So yeah, that's what we got for the inspirations. We got 4 Chandra, Dressed to Kill. I'll go over this in just a second. We got 3 Twinshot Snipers, which you can channel this to deal 2 damage to any target. So this is kind of a 2-drop as well, but later on, you get a body with it, which is pretty freaking sweet, guys. Honestly, if you don't have, like, some of the mythics in this deck, you could go up to 4 of these. I do think it's going to be good enough. We have 3 Burn Down the House, because sweepers are necessary, and if it's not necessary, then getting some 1/1 Devils is ridiculous. I love this card. We got 4 Goldspan Dragons, and 3 Volatile Arsonists as well, so some hasty top ends here. We do have 3 Den of the Bugbear, a Crucible of Defiance, and of course the Spikefield Hazard and Shatterskull here as well. So 28 potential mana in the deck, which is pretty sweet. And you know, the Crucible has that channel, which if you have a lot of land, you're gonna be channeling that out, right? You don't necessarily need this, especially while you're generating treasure from the Goldspan and the Fable of the Mirror Breaker token as well, right? So what's the deck doing here, guys? It's kind of simple. It's a mid-range deck. You control in the early game, you drop big beefy creatures in that mid-game, and Chandra does things like ramp you to a turn 4 Goldspan, which is just nasty, guys. But there's also that second ability here. Exile the top card of your library. If it's red, you may cast it this turn. So there's going to be a point in the match where you're generating a lot of mana, generating a decent amount of treasure tokens, and that second ability on Chandra is going to be super worth it. That's why we got 4 of them here in the deck, right? Speaking of a bunch of mana, right? The 3 Den of the Bugbears, you could rock 1, you could rock 2, but trust me, there are going to be so many games where you're going to want Den of the Bugbear on the board, right? So with the 4 Chandra Dressed to Kill, that's kind of why we have the Light Up the Stage in here as well. We do have that option to go ahead and flash this back and potentially kill another creature or planeswalker. And the Light Up the Stage is nice to have in a red build as well, because there's going to be times where the opponent gets like an 8/8 creature that is very difficult to kill without a couple cards, and it's possible with Light Up the Stage, right? Especially since it's X+1, so yeah, you don't need too much mana, but with things like Goldspan and stuff, you'll be able to get there. You'll be able to kill their big chunky creatures with this, right? Okay, guys, enough rambling. I think I went over the deck well enough. What do you guys think? I ask this from time to time, But how do you guys prefer being told about a deck? Like, what's the best way to describe a deck to you guys? I guess if that's a good way to describe that question, I have no idea. Alrighty, guys, let's go ahead and hop into some games and see how it goes. Because we're playing standard play mode, we're right into the first match. I beat the intro video big time that time. Oh my goodness, this is a bad hand. Starting off strong with a terrible hand. I'm keeping it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so Chandra does a thing for us, so that's good. Kami of Transience. Yep, more land. Okay, well, let's see it. Generous Visitor into another Kami of Transience. Okay, they're getting pretty greedy here. If we top deck a Crush the Weak, we do not top deck a Crush the Weak. We have that Burn Down the House ready, but is it going to come out in time? I think we want to get Fable of the Mirror Breaker down, so we can burn down the house next turn with that treasure token. It could have been Chandra, but I'm pretty sure they attack into the Chandra and kill it. I don't think they attack face there at all, right? So as long as their Kami of Transience doesn't get above a 5/5, we should be fine here. This is going to be insane, guys. Ow. I'm so excited. Discard up to 2 cards. So at this point, I will discard one of the mountains. See what we get. Just another mountain. See, that's fine. Okay, here we go. Gonna be the swing, get the treasure. They take the damage. Burn down the house. 5 to everything. Oh my goodness. They do get the Kami of Transience back to the hand, but we do have more removal when it comes time. Also, they can't cast both of them unless they got another land. Oh, they got it, but... Okay, we can start picking those apart. And at this point, it's probably Volatile Arsonist? No. No, that's if we want to slip damage through. It's probably Goldspan. Because it could be an Inspiration, though. Yeah, I guess we'll go Inspiration. I guess. And thin the deck a little bit here. I think that's completely fine because we get to gain some life and, you know, less Kami of Transience out there, the better. That burn down the house was so much fun, guys. They're reestablishing a great board state here, though. Let's go no blocks. Ow. Get a 1/1. Okay, Abrade doesn't do it for us. It does hit the Naturalist pretty hard. We could technically Goldspan, copy Goldspan, a swing on in, get 2 treasure tokens. That only gives us 4 mana remaining, and then we'd be tapped out. And then we would just die because we're at 5. So I'm going to do Chandra. Even though we kind of want to see more blockers on the board. We're going to go see what's on the top. Okay, play with fire. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Okay. So we can take out the Kami of Transience, or we can just pop the 2 over here. Reflection. They only have 1 card in hand. How do we want to do this? Is it just take out the Kami of Transience? Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Hitting the Naturalist seems like it would be a lot stronger. But the Kami of Transience can get out of hand. And as of right now, if like that last card in their hand is just a land, then we are able to block here pretty well with the reflection. So I don't know. It was a borrowed time. They take the Chandra. Okay, no great swings for them this time. That's good news. Oh my goodness, guys. Let's go. Another burn down the house. I mean, honestly, if we can wait, I'd rather not wait, but if we could. Because right now we can take out the Naturalist with double Arsonist, right? And they have... Yeah, you know what? This is a really fun line of play here. So we're going to do this. We're going to swing. We're going to target, submit 0 Planeswalkers, target. Oh, GG opponent. Oh my. So, so we did get up against a meta deck here, and we were able to do it. There were so many options, guys. And somehow we did the correct line of play. I mean, the second burn down the house seemed like it would have been the best option, but being able to take out the Naturalist with this double swing here, I don't necessarily agree with conceding, because they did have 2 1/1s still available, and so if they would have top decked, I don't know, man, anything to actually buff this, I don't know if they would have though. Yeah, I guess the concede makes sense, right? Either way, let's get into the next match, shall we, friends? Yeah, there were a ton of options. There we go. Always really easy to get into standard matches. We just came off of the weekend where we played an alchemy deck. Bro, I don't know, man. I guess this is okay. I'll keep it. We have the Abrade as emergency removal, I guess. Something I forgot to note, that this does say any target, and then it gets the +1 damage to target a creature or planeswalker. So technically that can help us just win the game too, if it's like a unnatural board state. Concealing Curtains is relatively concerning. Go ahead and ping the opponent for 1. But yeah, over in Alchemy, it takes it takes a good chunk of time to find matches sometimes. We got lucky over the weekend though. I think it only took like 20 to 30 seconds, which isn't that bad. But compared to standards like 5 seconds, then it is pretty bad, I guess, if you're comparing the two. So Chandra lets us ramp into the Arsonist next turn, which could be good. What you got for me, opponent? What you got? So the Hive came down tapped, so they can't flip the curtain. So that's good. That's good. At least it didn't flip to hit the Chandra or anything. They end up passing it to me. We could also deal the 4 damage off of the Light Up the Stage to the Concealing Curtain before it flips, but I think I just like the Arsonist here. We don't know what they're holding open though. It could be an Infernal Grasp, which would suck, but I still like this play. It's definitely something. It is. It's an Infernal Grasp. Okay. It's not terrible. That's not that bad for us, honestly. They're gonna flip the curtain, and I think they would grab the light up the stage, but you never know. It does have flashback, so I think that's what they grab. The Abrade doesn't hit the revealing eye, but the light at the stage does. Oh, light up the night. Sorry, guys. Listen to me. Another land is not good. Not great to see.
Party's over for you, pal.
Well, we don't have enough to remove off the Chandra now. Fable's decent. This has Menace, so the Chandra's probably just gonna die. So I say we exile the top and see what we get here. Shatterskull. Wow. Wow. I mean, we don't need the extra land, but we might as well play it as a... oh, we can't... What does this say? Oh, you can cast it this turn. Yeah, Shatterskull's not doing a lot for us, is it? That doesn't hit the 4 either. Darn. So light up the stage, and then we could do X is 3 to kill the revealing eye, or we could just let them swing and keep the light up the night. I keep calling it light up the stage. How embarrassing. Either way, there's probably going to be a swing here, so I think it's going to be light up the night. X is 3. Target you. Boom. Goodbye, Chandra. You were going to die anyways, so... Very nice. The eye is gone. So let it the night doing its job there, so that's fun. Okay, Fable of the Mirror Breaker. We want to get ours down now, too. Another land. That's not good. That's not terrific. We probably keep the Abrade open, even though there's a possibility that they might have cards in their deck like Deadly Dispute. I think we keep it open anyways, just in case. Yeah, next turn we're going to discard both of our mountains and hopefully get something spicy in our hand, right? Couple Goldspan. I'm down, man. A couple Goldspan can end the game real fast. Yeah, get that swing for the treasure. Was I crazy to keep this open? I'm gonna take the 2, guys. They know we have the Abrade is the thing. Okay, Lolth, yeah. Okay. Abrade only hits creatures, so... Yeah. We're just gonna keep the Abrade open. That's a shame. It was really bad to keep that back, wasn't it? Right, we're gonna keep it for now. I think it's completely okay to keep it here. Burn down the house. Wow. Good draw. A Twinshot Sniper. Good. The Goldspan. Good. Everything here. Good. Very good. So, right. Let's see. So burn down the house probably comes in, but we want to get that extra treasure from the shaman first. Let's see here. They might take the damage to the face because they don't necessarily know what's happening in our hand here. They don't take the damage to the face. They go ahead and trade. It's got to be the burn because we got to kill the Lolth at the same time. Was there a way? No, we didn't want to kill our own Goldspan or anything. So now we have the channel from the Twinshot open and the Abrade open to kill the reflection here, which we might just do. Do we want to take that out? We'll see. We'll do it in response to something, I'd say. Opponent is thinking, and this is anyone's game, guys. This is anyone's game. God of Fright. Yeah, that is in fact frightening. Okay. It's gonna be... I don't think we double down on the God of Fright. I think we go ahead and take out the reflection here. Yeah, I don't think we double down to take it out with the twin shot. I think this is perfectly acceptable. So, Goldspan. Gonna go ahead and swing on in. Couple extra mana, and let's get this down. Now we gotta fear our opponent's board wipes as well. That is definitely something we gotta fear. Well, if they have another Loth, whenever we play the Twinshot Sniper, we can actually just ping the Loth, which will be nice. Yeah, that's the one downside to the Abrade, only being able to target creature instead of creature or planeswalker, like a lot of other cards can. But being able to take out an artifact is, you know, it makes up for that, in a sense. Okay, so no Hive. They are swinging for 4. I'm concerned about some form of board wipe, but that being said, we're just going to take the 4 here. So no discard spell, nothing else. They're on their second main phase. They're thinking. It would suck if they make us discard the twin shot here. Ooh, okay. So getting rid of the reflection there is actually pretty important. Oh, another Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Do we discard that? What are we looking for if so? I think that's okay to keep. We have 6 here. I think that's perfectly fine. We're actually going to play everything this turn. Even if there is a board wipe, I want everything to get onto the board now. As the opponent's getting low enough. Probably not a Blood on the Snow, and a Meat Hook for 3 doesn't take care of the Goldspan Dragon. But land Meat Hook for 4 does, which is a little bit scary, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Especially since we do get the reflection next turn. Dishing everything onto the board and hoping that a Meat Hook for 4 doesn't hit it that's the way to go, guys. Oh no, famous last words. Nope, not this time. Loth does hold things back in a very annoying manner as usual, but okay, play with fire. So exile. We get this back. Too bad it doesn't have haste. I think play with fire is fine to keep. I think we just want to ping the Loth here, but a double block into the dragon would be pretty bad too. Copying the twin shot next turn is an option. I'm going to decline. If we ping a spider and swing at face, we swing all at face, right? They might just double block. And then we can get the rest of the damage through to their face. Wait. Yeah, everything to face, because they don't know that we have the play with fire. That is a lot of mana, guys. Okay. It's gonna be the double block. It is not gonna. It's gonna be the double block. No. No, opponent thought about it. Oh no, there it is. Yeah, double block. Right? What's going on here? I'm scared. So, I don't know what's here. So we're gonna let the damage happen first. Nah, I'm just gonna do it now. I'm crazy. I'll keep that on top since any little bit of extra. The concede. Aww. Yeah, that did it. That did it right here. The double block to take out the dragon. Just having that play with fire was super valuable there. Wow. I think we might have got a little bit lucky there. I don't know. I feel like there were a few moments during that game where I could have played a little bit better. And check this out, guys. If we would have actually saved the Light Up the Night, like, look at all this extra mana out there right now. Like, that would have been insane to hit face with that. We'll see how good Light Up the Night actually is. It might warrant 2 of them instead of 1, but I don't know. We'll see, right? We'll go ahead and hop into another match, but they are taking a little bit longer than what we'd normally be, or what the normal size of a match would be, because we're not playing aggro, right? But so we might be able to get one more chunky game in and be satisfied with that. So far, the deck does seem pretty powerful, honestly. This is a keepable hand if I've ever seen one. Right? Turn 2, we can foretell that Demon Bolt. Turn 3, we can get that Chandra down and ramp into the Volatile Arsonist for turn 4. Sounds pretty valuable, man. Immune with Spirits. Okay, maybe more meta. Okay, yeah, it looks like Naya. Come on, ramping into the Volatile Arsonist. Okay, they're starting with the second Commune with Spirits here. Getting their land down tapped, which does mean the ramp is going to happen, which is awesome. Of course, we'll start with just a casual ping to the old face here. And the Demon Bolt's open. Not anymore, but that's kind of funny. Emergency burn down the house available this turn too if they end up just dishing everything. They don't end up dishing everything. Right. I mean, it's probably still the Arsonist, right? I don't know if the Igneous Inspiration is worth it here. It might be. Yeah. Yeah, I think it is, because we have the Den of the Bugbear here, too. And this is probably just going to be a Sciences. A little bit of life and thinning out the deck. Never hurt anything. Ping face. Demon Bolt open. Oh, I could have played the Crucible and actually played the Sciences this turn, but getting the Den down is not a bad play at all because no matter what, it's gonna come down tapped. So just getting it out there now, it's just not bad. But yeah, we could have played Sciences this turn too. Get that Naturalist down. Rune of Might on the land instead of the Naturalist was an interesting choice, I suppose. You know, I don't know. I'm not sure what that was about. I don't think we need the burn down the house yet. The Crush the Weak seems decent. Demon Bolt seems decent. We could go here, right? Ping face. We could get the Arsonist down and swing on in. We will target this, but there's really no point, and then submit 0 planeswalkers. We get the damage through, but now we can Crucible and then Demon Bolt the Naturalist, which I think is a completely acceptable play. Oh, they get the Kami of Transients back to hand, though. That does suck a little bit. That does suck. We just don't want to forget that the Volatile Arsonist does have Menace, so they go for the Showdown. Ooh, we can get really aggressive next turn if they don't play anything, but they got it. They got something to play there. Well, actually, Generous Visitor was actually a pretty bad play, wasn't it? So I'm just gonna keep pinging face. Yeah, the oops, they realized. We're just gonna go ahead and get the burn down the house down. A little bit of extra aggression is completely fine. Yeah, Volatile Arsonist just being able to rip apart a board state. Keep the Shatterskull back because it is good enough to keep back. Right, so we can -7 Chandra here. Which would be sick. I've never -7 Chandra, but we could also just play it safe too. Wait. Top 5 cards of your library, cast red spells from among them. Get an emblem whenever you cast a red spell. This emblem deals X damage to any target, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast that spell. Right, so we can -7 Chandra, crush the weak, deal 3 damage to face, and then also all the devils ping for face too. My Chandra, I'm over here plotting. I'm over here plotting how to kill the opponent. And meanwhile, they're gaining a bunch of life, giving this haste, and then hitting the Chandra. Oof, guys. Oof, that hurts my feelings. I've still never been able to actually -7 Chandra. We could exile the top. We could, but I think it's going to be Den of the Bugbear swing. We'll ping face. Den of the Bugbear. Right, because the Arsonist is going to get through. Like, this is just a lot of extra damage. They block there. Oh yeah, that's lethal damage. Well, GG opponent. Guys, this oh. Oops. Oops. Oh no! Oh no, guy! Oh no! I thought we got there, but they gained enough. Oh no! I dropped the good game early. I made an oopsie daisies. Oh crap, guys! They could easily just like win now. Oh no. Miscalculating by 1. Yeah, they had the lifelink on the Runeforge champion. That's embarrassing, guys. My bad. You know what? Recently, in general, these past couple weeks, I've not been on my best game, and I do apologize for that. I do apologize for not being at my best here. Yeah, gaining 9. I think the opponent got us, guys. Unfortunately, the Shatterskull only hits for 3. Sciences only gains us a little bit here. They're at 10. No good way to get this damage through. Play with fire does get us that scry. We're gonna start by grabbing. We're gonna thin the deck a little bit here. We're just gonna swing, man. It's unfortunately over, and it's 100% my fault. If you guys saw a way through, let me know. Yeah, let me know if you guys saw a way through there. We can ping here, but I think we just ping face because I'm gonna crush the weak. One, two. Right, so we got rid of some of their cards, but the lifelink on the naturalist. Oh man, yeah, I am so embarrassed. Have you guys ever done that? Have you ever miscalculated, dropped the good game preemptively like that? That is a chunk of damage coming through. We're gonna ping face to get that scry. Goldspan, that's not bad actually. It's not terrible. Just play the Shatterskull as a land here. Enters tapped. Now we drop the good game and we let the opponent swing on in here. They could power up the lair too. I don't know if there's a quest where you have to deal a certain amount of damage, but I mean, we can let them swing on in with the land. Actually, I do like their earlier play here. Putting the Rune of Might on the Lair of Hydra was actually really clever. Earlier I was like, you know, why didn't they just put it onto the Naturalist? But now I see it. That's pretty cool, actually. I like that opponent. I like it. Alright guys, let's take another look at the deck here, and I'm gonna beat myself up for that final match all day long, so that sucks, but you know, it is it is what it is. Red mid-range, actually really powerful, and that Naya Runes deck was obviously a meta deck, and it held up really nicely. We just had that little miscalculation at the end there, which I'm trying to think about. I'm trying to think if there was a way to get that one damage through, and honestly, with this deck, there probably was. There probably was a way to slip that damage through, right? So I think things that I mentioned earlier still hold true here. If you don't have like all the Arsonists, add another Twinshot Sniper. It's a pretty great card, guys. You don't have like all the burn down the house, you know, more inspirations would totally work. You could go up a Crush the Weak, Demon Bolts, really. Abrade would be fine. Going up to 4 Play with Fires would totally work here too. If you don't have like the light up the stage, you know, like, you guys get the point. There's a lot of removal here that just isn't rare cards, so you could just up some removal, and I think you'd be completely okay, especially against any creature deck. That being said, be very, very careful against those runes deck, guys. There's so much, or just actually enchantment builds in general, there's so much lifelink, and there's so many ways to get creatures above where your red cards can actually kill them, which is why like cards like Light Up the Stage is actually pretty spicy, where you actually might be able to get to that 8 damage that you need to take out their giant chunky lifelink card, right? Yeah, what would you guys add to the deck? What would you take out of the deck? I don't know. There's probably a bunch of different ways to build red mid-range. I think right now, for red mid-range, the place to be is Alchemy. I have a really, really powerful red mid-range build ready to show off, hopefully next weekend for Alchemy, and it's got something like, I don't even know, it's like 6 or 7 wins in a row right now on Alchemy, and it just Alchemy ranked, mind you, right? And it's pretty spicy. But that being said, yeah, this one holds strong, man. Like, this is still pretty powerful. Guys, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions for real, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.